Checking in here with Tom Bunge, president of Matguard USA, which is an antibacterial product company that's keeping a lot of the athletes out there in the game today in a variety of sports. Tom, if you don't mind, if you could just give us a little background on the company.
Sure. About 3 years ago, we started Matguard USA. And part of the reason why we started, I have 3 sons, all active in contact sports, wrestling, football, a little bit of MMA as well. And when I was in high school, I wrestled. And I used to come down, it seemed like every season I came down with an impetigo or ringworm or sometimes even stuff that we didn't even have a name for back then. When my guys started wrestling, I started looking around and I noticed a lot of kids still had issues with impetigo and ringworm. I also noticed that there were kids with other types of staph infections, and doing more research I understood that those staph infections were getting tougher to treat with traditional medicines. And we looked at it and we said, there's an issue here. And I looked back and I kept saying, there should be something in the marketplace. So I did some research. We found a formulation that actually is an EPA, FDA, CDC, and World Health Organization approved product formula for preventing skin issues. And we licensed that formula. We've actually have been extremely successful over the last 3 years. Currently, we're in about 1,500 wrestling programs and clubs with our body wipes, which are a full-size body wipe. We introduced about a year ago our Body Cleanse, which is a spray, which is not only taking off in MMA and wrestling, but is huge and getting bigger in health clubs and gyms. So people who are used to doing just normal physical activity, as we know, the clubs can be kept in better shape. Who knows what's in that miracle blue formula that they hand out? Well, we have a product that you could bring in and be safe and assured that the product will be effective in preventing any type of a skin issue or skin disease. We're selling right now. You could find our products through distributors, through wrestling catalogs, and online at matguardusa.com. That's MATGUARDUSA.com. And you can see our full complete product formulas and formulations and discover a little bit about why we are so unique in this marketplace and why we are so successful and now the leading sports antibacterial product company.
And now, Tom, you touched on it quite a bit there, but yeah, what are some of the reasons why it's so important to to treat these to any type of MRSA that develops, any skin disease, and more importantly, to actually prevent these things from happening?
It is about prevention. It's a lot on education. We work with a lot of the coaches and athletic trainers and also personal trainers in helping them educate their athletes on skin disease prevention. One of the key and one of the surest ways that they could do it is using a FDA-regulated antiseptic body wipe or body spray, of which obviously Matguard is within there. It also comes down to equipment. This year, we are actually in about 2,000 football and hockey and lacrosse programs, both at college, high school, Pop Warner youth level, but also we have several football professional sports teams using our products, and they use this product. It's a helmet and pad disinfectant. It's meant to be sprayed on. This is the team size. It comes in a gallon, but it also comes in a 32-ounce and a personal sprayer. This year we were extremely successful selling the product in the personal, which they would give to an individual athlete or an individual player to keep in their locker and spray down the equipment. One of the biggest questions I get from parents is, how do I clean the sports equipment? You just don't spray Lysol on it. You can't just put Clorox on it. You'll end up with a ring around the helmet, as we kind of like to say. Our product is safe on skin. The same formula that's in our FDA product is our same formula that's in our EPA-regulated product, which means if we're using this on the skin to prevent any skin issues, if we're putting it on a surface or sports equipment, any of that product that rubs against your skin is not going to be a caustic issue. So we've had success selling it. It is available also on our website. We find that the booster clubs for football and lacrosse and hockey tend to buy about 40 to 50% of the products that we're selling. So once someone understands, here's a product that's available, it's not a available in any retail stores. There are a couple sporting goods supplies companies that use it, but there's a product now that they could use to spray the equipment to kill any of the harmful bacteria on it.
Now, in terms of application, Tom, is it just as simple as with the spray, being able to just spray down the equipment?
Sure. What we do is we use the highest level alcohol in the formulation. What our patents and what our technology allows us is it's a rapid dry formulation, but there's a chemical in it that won't dry your skin or won't dry equipment. Normally people hear high level alcohol and they wince a little bit. No, actually our reverse, the chemical process that we use in there brings moisture to the skin or moisture to the equipment, and what it does is it kills any of the harmful bacteria by denaturing it, is the technical term. It splits the chromosome, it's dead, and then the alcohol evaporates, leaving no biofilm. So it really is, and virtually everybody that uses the product, or everybody that uses the product, sees that instantly. It won't stay wet on the equipment, so if you're spraying it on hockey pads, like goalie pads, it'll spray it enough to cover, and then after about 10 minutes, you'll see it's dry and dissipated, but it's already done its work in killing any of that harmful bacteria or germs that reside in sweaty shoulder pads from football, to lacrosse gear, to literally people use it on punching bags, use it inside their MMA gloves, boxing gloves, all the way down to their shoes and their wrestling shoes. So a myriad of applications for it. It's taking off in the United States. We are servicing Canada and international as well. And word of mouth is really just growing the business, but we're aggressively working with our distributor partners to grow into other areas and really just spread the word about our products, both Matguard body wipes and sprays, and our helmet and pad disinfectants that we like to call the defunculator. It's a word that was coined by a couple of hockey coaches when we were explaining the product, and they used it after a while. They said, our kids, they smell like cat pee. And I said, cat pee? The smell of cat pee? Everybody knows the smell. And they found that after using it, it killed the bacteria, which is why the odor and why the smell is a bacteria that is actually on the equipment. But they found that it defuncted all of their sports gear, taking away any of that harmful odor. And another side effect, besides taking away the harmful, it cures. It doesn't cure. I hate to use the word cure, but basically it addresses helmet acne, which a lot of kids get, that bumps and that basically the pimples and the zits from their hockey equipment. Basically what that is, or football equipment, basically what that is dirt and bacteria forming and accumulating on the skin, creating a helmet acne issue. And one of the first things that we saw anecdotally was the reduction or the elimination of helmet acne. And we heard that from hundreds of athletic trainers, that was the first thing that they came back and responded to. So,
Tom, definitely excellent product line that's obviously doing a lot of great things for athletes out there, and
sure.
Definitely something any athlete, parent, casual, whatever the case may be, professional, definitely something that all athletes should go pick up.
Yeah.
And Tom, I want to thank you for giving us a little bit of background. We'll be stopping by with you periodically, and like I said, just thanks for stopping in for a few minutes.
Okay. Our product is mom's best friend, as we like to say.
Thanks a lot, Tom.
Thank you.